hear the furnace running with these headphones on.
Welcome to the Three Fat Truckers, episode 103.
Oh, she's doing it. Okay.
Released June 1st. Like us and share us on all the socials. We are commonly found on Facebook, TikTok. You can find us on Spotify, Apple, and YouTube. Email us your thoughts at show@3ftpodcast.org. Again, that email is show@3ftpodcast.org. I'm Malia, the girl co-host, introducing the guys you've all been waiting for. Here's the Three Fat Truckers.
Hey, everybody. I'm Bill. Joining me today is Dave and Steve. How's it going, guys?
Well, this is Dave, and I'm not joining nobody but Steve because he's the only one sitting next to
You
me.
guys look like you're joined at the hip.
And both of us being this size trying to join us together. Do you remember the
Look like
movie
twins.
Flubber?
I remember.
Oh,
I just remember.
Flubber.
I hope you got good ventilation in that room. That's all I got
Well,
to
nobody's passing gas yet. So
yeah, the day is young.
realized underneath that Three Fat Trucker sign, I need to put one of them banners that says wide load.
You do.
Yeah,
That's good.
Stickers like that too, though.
Yeah, we got to
They
get
had 'em
right
at the truck
below
show.
that says wide load because we're crammed in here tight in this little spot.
Well, I had a nice
corner.
one. Hold on, what's the temperature out there? Right
Hey, we got a show on the road. We got a fat trucker in Mobile this week, so he come up to visit me, and I'm about into the new studio yet. We're not there.
It was a balmy 50 degrees on the way here on the motorcycle.
yesterday, right? Not this morning.
No, this morning. It's
Oh, okay.
Oh, what was the wind chill?
about 80 mile an hour. I mean, like I was saying, said something earlier. There was a DOT already at 6 o'clock in the morning on 30 with a pickup and a construction trailer pulled over already.
Ain't that some chicken
At
shit?
6 o'clock on a Saturday, dude.
That's
Do they
all I
not take
see
a break?
anymore. That's all I see anymore are trucks and stuff pulled over anymore.
Well,
I'm seeing them pull over more pickups and stuff like that here lately because
They pick
that
on the
stuff
hot
is
shots.
shoddy.
the hot shots,
crap.
yeah.
Well, no, just like a construction guy that's got his skid loader on his trailer.
Mm-hmm.
They don't chain them down. They just put them on there and go. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I see them getting more of them here lately than anything.
My roommate in college was a state trooper, and he used to tell me that was his favorite thing because they never had the right. They never had the right insurance, or they never had the right tie down, or they never had the right.
Or they got a 7,000 pound license plate on a one ton.
Yeah.
truck. It's
That's
supposed
what I was
have
just
a-
getting ready to
supposed
say.
have, what's the one?
14.
14.
Yeah.
And they're pulling 20,000 on a trailer behind them with no brakes hooked up. Or,
Yeah, exactly. Found a lot of drugs, he said, doing that.
the best ones is the guys that are hauling the Yoder toters, the Amish, and they'll have lumber just laying on a trailer behind them, not strapped down or nothing. And you'll see them smash the brakes in town, and that shit goes flying everywhere.
Tie down your loads, folks.
Yep.
Shouldn't have to tell you this stuff.
Do you tie down your loads, Bill?
My load is tied down right now, baby.
Is your bucket tied down, ready to go?
My load usually scatters across the belly when I'm done.
Ah. Ah. Ah.
He's at the hotel, Bill, and he just does a gator roll in the sheets. And
Yeah,
goes,
that's right.
He means his belly, by the way.
My belly, yeah. Too old to have anybody else. What, you thought I was going to have anybody help? Come on, I'm the only one that knows how to do that right.
like I said, the guy's sitting in the whorehouse, and the girl comes in, and he's sitting there rubbing one out. She says, "What are you doing?" He says, "You're not getting the easy one."
Tell that one to your pastor friends, Dave.
Oh my!
Oh, they know it's
They
true.
hear it. They do.
know it's
They
true.
still get on there. Yeah.
All right. Well, episode 103. Anybody else surprised we're still, I about said still alive.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
too.
I'm amazed by that too.
I am.
There was a COVID scare, remember?
Yeah, there
Yeah,
was.
Dave.
This whole thing was kind of born out of some of that COVID shit, I think.
No, it was before that.
No,
Well-
we're after it. COVID's almost 4 years ago. We're on our third year.
It was like 5 years ago, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, they're right.
And I don't
One.
care. COVID.
I ain't into all that
That's
dang
some
foreign
government
virus.
conspiracy.
I didn't
What are you
follow the
talking-
rules then, and I'm not going to follow the rules if it comes back around.
The only thing COVID did was screw up my pizza because pizza does not
Wanna
taste
deliver
the
it?
same. No, I just can't eat. It's just not the same.
Oh
no
yeah, you
more.
lost taste and stuff.
Yeah, I
didn't you?
lost smell and taste.
I enjoyed wearing the mask because I thought everybody was being a pussy for not wearing the mask. You can be on my feet.
The thing is,
That's funny,
that
because I
thin-
honestly think the complete opposite.
that thin
know.
piece of paper is going to stop
I ate chocolate
everything.
bars standing
talking
in
about,
the
man?
grocery
But
store.
But you had
line.
more people complaining about wearing them. I can't wear a mask.
Hey, all you got
Ah.
to do is look 10 years, 15 years previous to that over at China, and they all have been wearing masks.
Yeah, they've had a culture
Because
don't
they had
for a
the
long
bird
time.
flu and all the other things like that, and it was a normal thing for them to wear masks.
Those people
everywhere.
are living
Funny.
stacked up on each other.
Nope, I didn't wear the mask, but I also didn't whine and complain about it. I just didn't wear it. I was the one that walked into the store.
Well,
and would
it
be
was-
like, ma'am, put your mask on.
It was
All the
because
security cats try to chase me down.
No, you
And
put
I'd be
yours
like-
on. I'll give it to you. Come on.
I say no, thank you, and I just keep walking. And Porter's like, "How far do you think they're going to follow us?" I'm like, "I don't know. We'll see." But so usually they turn around, but I just
I
didn't
noticed
wear
you
it.
had the most of the people that didn't wear the mask was most of that. And be honest, it's because we don't like being told what to do. And that's
No, it's because of
Well,
all the
to
germs
be
and nastiness
honest-
that's attached to the mask. Like
No.
I'm in the cleaning industry, and I took OSHA
How many
certified
of them
training,
paper
and it's just
masks
wrong.
are going to stop stuff from getting in? It's not
I
stopping nothing.
I hear
No,
you.
it's not. And it's actually we were doing what was wrong and incorrect. We shouldn't have been wearing the mask.
So
Put it on
surgeons
your
in
face,
surgery
you
shouldn't
can
wear it because it's just a piece of paper.
That's a completely different situation. You're not taking that
You're
mask,
not
putting
buying
it-
those style
real
masks
quick,
that they
Steve.
have.
You're not taking that mask and hanging it on your car and then putting it here, putting it there, then strapping it to your face. Like I clean buildings,
No, you
and I
gotta put
can't
it
tell
through
you.
the washing machine.
Well, no, I can't tell you how many masks were just hanging with makeup on them and all this other stuff, and it's
Well, the ones-
and that's not what surgeons do. They don't put the mask on, take it home, and bring it back. And if they do, well, don't operate on me.
And they're not
I don't want
frosted.
your wife's lipstick.
And you're
in
not
the operating
buying
room.
surgeon certified masks either. You're buying the shit at Rural King for 99 cents for a pack of
Yes.
200. You
So-
know?
What used to
way it
get
is.
me was the people that would wear them when they're by themselves driving in the car.
But still, or on a motorcycle.
And they still do.
No.
Or outside mowing the lawn.
You look,
Stop at
I'm
stoplight
like-
and look in the car beside you, and there's a lady like with the mask on, and she's the only one in the car.
if you're still doing that,
Nope.
I don't want you to think I'm making fun of you a little bit. I
you
want
are.
you to think I'm making fun of you a lot.
They
if
still
you-
do it. I mean,
You look like an idiot. I ain't got to tell me nothing. You go on ahead and die of that coronavirus, then I'll be all right.
Liars.
It amazes me as they got their
so
mask on, they
ridiculous.
pull it down, take a drag off their cigarette, and then blow it back
Yeah,
out.
exactly.
Love it.
Yeah.
Like,
No, that's the oxygen mask.
No, that's
How
the
many-
one where they got a hole in the mask that put the cigarette
yeah.
through it. Keep the mask on.
Cigarette hanging out of the
gross.
mask. No,
I
it's
don't know. I don't want to go back to the mask days. I'll tell you that. It was just disgusting.
you just do what you're told.
so who wants to read our fantastic news story? I went something completely different.
Sometimes,
this time.
Bill, just not when it comes to masks.
Ooh. Oh, well, there goes my attention span.
There you go. Just play with it.
It
It'll
was
come
this
back.
big to start with. So.
Just play with it. It'll come back.
Hey,
That's not true, Steve. We've already established the sticker doesn't fit. So get a little bigger than that.
I said attention span.
Keep rubbing it.
I gotta rub it. Who else is gonna do it? Oh, yeah, we do have a little news here. Thanks to,
I got a couple of the big stickers, Bill.
yeah, I got a stack of those.
Now that's too big.
I saved those. Ooh,
He's in the middle.
just right.
You have all this information.
Where's them,
Because I
where's
see
them
it.
husband-sized stickers, Dave?
Oh, Steve's got them.
Of course he
Husband
does.
size.
The guy with the motorcycle. Always the guy with the fucking motorcycle. You know how many women I've lost to a guy with a motorcycle?
I'll give you a
All
ride.
of them.
I'll give you a
Pretty
ride.
much.
But you're riding bitch. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Hey, if I'm
Yeah.
riding
And you got to face the other way because there's no nut to butt.
as long as I get a reach around, I don't care how we ride.
Well, I wouldn't be riding with Dave after he talks about stomach loads. It's like,
Hey, you're
As
in
long
back.
as you don't
You're
get
better
in
not
front
let
of me.
him in back or in front.
All right. So what do we got?
We might have a
Move
rear
on.
load.
You know, there was a joke.
You can't let
Edge
him.
forward here.
You know, there was a joke about all those celebrities that. were
And
getting in
Dave forgot it
trouble.
already.
No, we're getting in trouble for and doing the big comeback after COVID and all that. And the guy stands up and said, "Yeah, I seen Chloe from what are they? The people that
Kardashians.
don't do the Kardashians. Chloe, yeah, her big
Can't even-
comeback.
I really feel bad about
He's
myself
funny repeating
that
stuff,
I
isn't
knew
he? Like,
who he was talking about. I feel real
he's
bad.
the worst at repeating
But they're
anything.
going, Chloe's big comeback, and everybody's going, she didn't get canceled or not. And he says, I watched the video. They came on her back. So
We need to do one of
my
those,
goodness.
like, you whisper something in someone's ear and then say it to the next. We need to just
Telephone.
but we all need to just listen to the same audio thing and then repeat what we say and see how messed up
That
Dave's
would be
comes.
fun.
Dave's would come out totally wrong.
or be the only one right.
No,
It would
No.
sound right in Dave's head.
because he
What was-
couldn't get
Hey,
he
Bill,
couldn't
what was
get
the
that
name of the
magic cake
Superman
thing down.
episode where was it Bizarro World or something? Was that what it was?
Oh.
Where everything was opposite.
Oh man, I
You're talking about?
do vaguely remember what you're talking about.
That's
Yeah.
sort of what that was.
We've worked way too many years together. You kind of confuse yourself. I don't know why I look at you. I just look
Wow,
straight
you
at
guys
you.
look like you work
I
together.
see you right
Yeah.
there on the
Yeah.
screen. I don't know why I keep looking at you
Yeah.
when you're talking.
And we're
That
both
that
Yeah.
situation.
all three of us are on top of her.
Yeah, even though Steve has a blue wall and Dave has a white
Oh yeah,
wall,
it's like they're split
they're
there.
sitting next to each other.
That
It's
right
like-
there is what I tried to avoid when Steve would come to my house. That
What's
that
that?
situation right there where I'm
Well,
I'm
there's
sitting-
no room at your desk over there, dude.
Well, the funny part
you
about
didn't like
it
me
is,
sitting on
yeah,
your
by
lap
design.
last time. You didn't like me sitting on your lap last time.
No, that wasn't good.
You don't like anyone sitting in your lap either.
Because I kept jumping up and down going, come on, Daddy, come on.
I don't think this chair is rated for my weight, let alone the two of us
I'm
together.
only $185. Come
Hey,
on.
oh yeah, Well,
Leg.
what-
A leg.
we must that must
Oh,
be
it's more than that, probably.
metric fat ass weight. Ah, what do we got here? Oklahoma
Yeah, when
Highway.
you tell DOT on that one, be like,
Oklahoma Highway Patrol shares video of 1.1 million pound turbine heavy haul. And this is by CDL Life. Thanks,
That's a
Ashley.
lot of tires.
Oh, yeah. Show notes linked in the description. The Oklahoma Highway Patrol recently shared video of, quote, one of the heaviest loads ever escorted by their troopers, a turbine weighing more than 1 million pounds. The video shared on May 28th shows OHP Troop S officers escorting a 1.1 million pound turbine from Perry to a new power plant west of Stillwater. It's one of the heaviest loads ever escorted by our troopers. Their main function during the transport is making sure the motoring public is aware of what's happening. Yeah, they're aware of what's happening and ensuring their safety by directing them where to go as the oversized load passes. It was a successful transport spanning 2 days this week, and the load made it safely to its destination without any incidents, OHP said. And there's a picture here.
for our
Yeah, they're-
YouTube, we'll go ahead. It's not a great video, but we'll go ahead and bring this up and share it. It's you can just see it. It amazes me. It only has one truck in the front and two in the back. For $1 million, you'd think it'd have a little more trucks
Yeah, I've seen them where they got 3 or 4.
in the front.
Well, 4 in the front side by side,
Yeah,
and then like
Let's-
3 in the back.
looks like it's
see
going
the-
downhill.
Let's see the monster that's pulling this load.
It looks like a harvester.
Ah,
Probably. It's the old pay star bill.
how much you think that guy
Some of
got
them was
paid to
worth-
drive that, like the truck?
Not enough.
Not yeah.
Not
Not
enough.
I got a buddy.
Let's pick up a GoFundMe and hey, dude, let's give you a little bonus.
I got a buddy that does this right here. I just talked to him this weekend, and he had all sorts of problems with some tires and stuff. And fenders
I want to be
breaking.
one of the guys in the back pushing. Come on, let's
Well,
go.
Do you know these oversizes like this? That once you inspect your load, the DOT for the escort, you will inspect it also, and they can write you tickets.
Oh yeah.
if there's something wrong.
Really?
It's ridiculous.
That's the only part of the video they left us with.
So it doesn't show him coming through that area at all. It
just coming down that little hill, and that's all the video they posted. So, but
It
crazy.
doesn't look
But
that
if you-
big. I've seen bigger loads than that.
but if you zoom in on
On your belly.
Yeah. You know I've seen.
I didn't say nothing about.
Rub it in like lotion.
1 million pounds, that's a lot of lotion.
Oh my goodness!
So
I'm the good one today. I can't believe it.
1 million pounds. Where would I have to put
you
my
guys gave me
axles?
time off or something.
Yeah, do you have to slide?
Slide your seat back, driver. 3 spots. You're a little heavy on the steer.
I'd have to put as much up on the steers as I could get.
You notice he doesn't have a trailer that they put a box on the back and just weighted the box.
Oh no,
down.
yeah, he's got a weight box in the
Yeah,
back.
all 3 of them do. So
Yeah. Well, in that Jeep, it's on the front of that thing there.
yeah, there's 2 guys on the trailer just driving the trailer.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
But that's a little different. We've always talked
No,
about
thank
news and stuff. A simple little heavy haul.
No, some of them, I think we had pictures of that one where the guy was underneath the load driving. It was like a slammed toter. Do you remember that one where the guy rides in it?
Oh yeah. They blowed beams on it. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
and it's
and
just
he's
a
steers in the back, and I'm
Yeah.
like, no. I seen the one. There was no cab. He had on goggles and a
Yep.
helmet, and I'm like, you're
sitting
going to
in
get a
front
rock
of the
in the
steering
face,
axle,
man.
and then they have to
Oh, yeah.
pivot. They also, when we were looking at stories, the only other story that I thought was interesting, there's like 5 million bees escaped when the truck rolled over, hauling them all on
Yeah, I
CDL
seen that.
line.
And they
Really?
were crawling.
Yeah.
The truck was
Wow.
laying on its side, and they
Yeah.
were crawling all over
Bees
that thing.
everywhere.
Mm.
I'm like, well, who's going to be the record driver? Go up and hook that up.
Yeah, I'd probably have to have a beekeeper.
Not
come out.
me.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh
There you go,
man, that would have
folks.
been a real mess with Bill's truck with his bucket.
now the mess is always cleaned up before anybody knows.
It's
Just
like-
put a little vinegar in it, and all them bees would have come.
You like vinegar?
Huh.
You like apple cider vinegar or just straight vinegar?
I like drinking both of them.
No.
Ew.
Ooh.
It's good for your stomach.
Oh, that apple
Ew.
cider vinegar is good for you. That
Delicious.
I'd take a pill for
The
that.
malt vinegar. Do you remember getting malt vinegar? Arthur Fisher's Fish and
Yeah,
Chips.
yeah.
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 Can't even say the name of the place I'm talking, right?
You can still
Yeah.
get it at Five Guys.
it's long gone. Yeah,
Yeah.
on the fries.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
yuck.
Oh, it's delicious. I'll just sit there drinking out of
Look
a
at this
bottle.
wreck on Facebook.
I get the
I can't-
red. I get red wine vinegar on my sandwiches at Subway.
Oh, you're one of them uppity bitches, huh?
Well, that's the only kind they have. If they had the
Do you hold your pinky up when you're eating or drinking?
He's the guy that asked for all that fancy water too. Is it water in a vase or vase?
Is that
or-
Perrier? Topo Chico?
I want it in a vase.
maybe I should have just said fucking
Crunch
vinegar on my
ice.
sandwich.
Well, let's go this way. Hey, Bill, how much do your eggs cost?
Oh, okay.
Are you one of them?
I see. This is
Does he get special
Bill's
brown eggs?
Bill's a
Hey, Bill.
hoity-toity fucker today. Okay.
You
Does he
buy the
get
ones that
special
are
brown
free
eggs?
range and organic, and
I
all
do
that.
because that makes a difference in the taste. It absolutely
yeah,
does.
it does. And when you crack one open, it's golden yellow
Yes.
compared to a pale yellow.
Yes.
So,
Yep.
do you believe there's more vitamins and minerals in that egg than there is in the other?
I don't know. I know they taste better. That's
All I know is growing up on a farm and we had chickens. They say once the chicken hatches the eggs, the longer it sets, the more developed it gets, and then it eventually
I've
turns.
cracked them open before and had half a chicken a pan. Yeah.
Nasty.
So if you get them the first couple of days is when the yolk is the
The
clearest.
problem Bill has here is he says it tastes better. Well, I'm sorry. If you fry them in enough bacon grease, Bill, they taste the same. And if you ain't frying them in bacon grease,
Well,
I
I'm-
don't want to talk to you.
I eat a lot of hard-boiled eggs, so
I do too.
you end up tasting the difference a lot more pronounced.
It makes your gas smell a little different too, don't it?
It does.
What is it, Easter every week at your house?
Jeez, oh, Pete, how many eggs are we eating?
You know, I'm one of them fat guys.
I
that's-
went on an egg diet here, I don't know, a
Yeah.
year or so ago, and I probably ate 100 plus eggs in a week.
So
Ew.
what's the stupid show where they were in prison and he ate 50 eggs and bet him he couldn't do it?
Mm,
Wasn't that back wasn't that the show where I think we have a problem with communication? The one guy, it was Redford. Redford was in the movie.
Robert Redford.
Yeah, and he had to eat the eggs, and they had a big bet he couldn't eat
I can't
50
remember
eggs.
what that one is.
And
usually I can figure out what you're talking
and
about.
it's the one. It's the show where the guy goes.
People are screaming into their stereo
I know it.
right
They're
now.
going right now.
It's this, Dave,
I'm
you
like,
dumbass.
Good, Dave. Duh, it's this.
Oh, let's.
Actually,
Welcome-
Bill, it's just one person.
welcome till you get old and you can't remember shit.
Oh,
All
that's
right,
what your
let's take a
problem
quick
is.
break. When we come back, more of this.
More of this.
Back to live action. I like saying that. Screw you.
It says on air right there on the screen.
Yeah, it does.
Yep.
But when I switch off, it is what it is. All right, so Steve, you got a little bit here on technology.
Yeah, technology. Things have changed big time over the last time. I want to say 20 years, but it's probably been longer than that. But anyways, do you remember the old days? I say I can, but my old days might be different from yours, depending on which age group you fall into.
Mine are older.
Yeah. I know you're 10 more than me. I'm about 3 or 4
Oldest.
older than Bill. Yeah. And we're 10 or 20 more than the girl. I was just thinking the other day when I started driving, having to find a payphone to check call my dispatcher twice a day.
God.
That
God.
then that would consist of a calling card that you had to punch in the phone number that was only 25 digits long. And Lord forbid you messed up a number and would have
Start
to start
over.
all over again.
You got to hang up and then start
And then you
over
still
again.
had to dial the phone number you wanted after you put in the code. Then you'd sit down to dinner at a real truck stop with a spot for professional drivers. Remember your dad
Yes,
asking
yes.
you what's that?
No, I said,
You asked your dad?
I seen the sign up there and I said, Dad, who sits there? And he goes, I do.
For professional drivers only, and telephones right there at the table to do your last check call of the day and call your wife and kids to see how their day went and hear about all the stuff you missed while you're gone.
Yeah.
Eventually, the payphones went by the wayside.
Cool hand
Technology
move.
moved on. Well, I'll tell you right now, if you see somebody on a payphone, they're doing a drug deal. Or they're cheating on their wife. So there's no
Or they're
record of
like
it.
my daughter's dad, and he just got his very first phone, and he's
Yeah.
like 4 years older than me.
But
Yikes.
technology moved on.
Right?
Mobile phones started showing up like the bag phone. Do you remember the bag phones, Bill?
I do. I had one.
A phone that had to be plugged into a power source to use, and the phone plans, that were so high you had to get a second job to pay the phone bill. They had the roaming charges by the minute, and they'd round up the minute to the whole minute. And plans later, they had data. Shoo, overwhelming. Then came the cell phone you could take anywhere without plugging it in. It had its own battery that could be recharged. Then texting was invented. Wow, the T9 entry method was terrible.
People were good at that, though.
My kids were so fast at that. I'm like,
Oh
yeah, I'm like,
Mhm. I would get
as soon as I
frustrated
said
when
that, you
throw
all
my
knew what I
phone.
was talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Because I was shit at it, but
yeah.
I knew people
look
that
at
could.
these thumbs. Like I have toe thumbs for my artist.
Actually, I think Malia's the generation of people that was really, really good at the T9.
Probably.
No, not
They
me.
could carry out conversations
You
on
forgot-
it.
My kids were.
You
and-
forgot roaming fees on there, too.
I do.
Oh,
not.
yeah.
I'm not good at any
I said,
technology.
yeah, roaming fees. But as soon as we got that mastered, the T9, they came out with it. They came out with a keyboard on the phone. Wow, again. I guess over the years it has become better.
BlackBerry ruled, did it?
Yeah, for a while there.
Mhm.
Now wait till we get to the pictures.
I seen them.
Now we have so many ways to call people through apps and other services. It's endless. The video
Yeah, you
calling.
can't block anyone anymore.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah,
The
no, they
video
just get a
calling-
new gadget or a new method.
The
So
video
they're-
calling can be done through several apps. It's pretty amazing. Would you ever think you could watch your wife tuck your kids in 5 states away? Probably not 10 or 15 years ago, or maybe 20. I am grateful for the technology, but it can be counterproductive at times and dangerous. With any new technology, we have hurdles to jump. But with that said, let's be responsible with what we have, people. Safe travels and God bless. I got some pictures on here. The first one shows like the truck drivers all at the outdoor payphones. I was trying to find a good picture. The next one, when you used to go in the pilot or TA, and there would be a whole wall of nothing but phones, and they'd have a full door like you'd have on your house, and it would be 10-inch glass. And you see drivers in there cocked against the wall, foot up on the thing with the phone in their hand, and they'd be in there for hours, sitting there talking to their girl or whatever. Then there's a picture here of some
The
of
Nokias.
the old phones. The one that's about
Car
the only
phone.
bag phone I could find that had the big.
That's a car phone there.
And I'll tell you
Wow.
what, I think I would like to have one of them back because it has to get better reception and pull signal in better.
I wouldn't hold your breath.
But then
By the way,
you
I
got
got-
all the phones there, the old Nokias, the flip phones, and there's a picture here, evolution of the phones, that gives the
Yeah, we went from great big all the way down to itty bitty. Now we're going back to great big again.
It's just a slab of glass now.
the third one.
Yeah,
the
it sounds
third
like you
one
guys are
from
telling
left
fishing
there.
stories there. Itty bitty big.
Well, you
itty
think
bitty.
about these phones. I mean, I don't want to get into a big conversation about phones, but there used to be some style,
Right.
a little bit of fashion to them, but now it's just a slab of glass, no matter
Well,
what kind of
that
phone you.
third one there, that
A
Nokia, that
slab of
was
glass.
the one
Yeah,
everybody had for the longest time. And that's
yeah.
when I started T9 texting on one of those.
Now, a lot of
Oh
people
my
don't
goodness.
realize these phones had texting capabilities even back then. It just wasn't. It wasn't a thing.
Nope, it's when
I
you-
like the spot
each number on your phone has 3 letters underneath
Yeah.
it, and you'd have to push that number 3 times to get to
Or
the
2
third
times,
letter,
or
the
1
second.
time.
Yeah, and try and spell a word like that. So it'd be 113333555556. You know, spell one
People-
word.
People
I'd
were
want to
so.
throw my phone. I'd want to give up.
Oh, I
I'm
would
like,
too. But
"Ah."
people
I
were
can't
just so
stand
good
it.
at it that
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, and it's showing
All this-
here 1973, the first cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And I guess that was the really rich people back then.
Yeah, them great big things that look like
Like-
army walkie-talkies.
Well, and on Seinfeld, he had one of them that was a home phone that looked like that. So, and then there's another picture of the calling cards there that used to be able to buy at 7-Eleven and the truck stops and stuff.
I remember people would come up and want to sell you.
So,
calling.
and you didn't know if there was money on them.
God,
You got
the
you get
spree card. Oh
yeah,
my
you remember
gosh!
that? Remember that? And then the last picture is the one I remember the most. Sitting
There it is.
the phone on the wall at the table at the truck stop, and you'd sit down and order your food and sit there and
So you got Pizza King here in Fort Wayne, the one down on State. You
All in
your
your order.
food. Yeah, you
Yeah.
order your food
yeah,
off the
that's
front
been that
side.
way for years.
Yeah, Porter used as a kid. He just thought it was so funny. He would just pick it up. I want more chocolate milk. Hang it up. They would.
So-
He's like,
This top one here of the phone booths inside the building, I swear this
The wood one?
is the okay, all the way up there in Angola. It's a Petro now, but it used to be a back in the day it was a independent marathon, and
I
it
thought
was
it
like
was
a it was like
an
a
orange
big,
ball, wasn't it up there?
it looked like an orange ball, but it
Yeah.
wasn't an orange ball. But they had these kind of phone booths.
Well, so did the airport. Had them like that too.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, and there was mechanical
When-
ventilation up on the top. I remember.
Oh yeah, because you'd be stinky.
Yeah,
When's the last time you've actually seen a payphone out in public that works?
I haven't in a very long
I've seen
time.
them, and it's usually the phone's gone and the
Yeah.
Yeah,
housing
well,
is
okay,
still there.
I've seen the booth or the hut,
Or
but
if there's a phone still in it, the cord and the handset is ripped off of it.
Or
Or
it's
if
just
it actually
decoration
has
somewhere.
everything, you go to pick it up and it's just dead. There's nothing to it.
yeah, some restaurants have them in for just decorative pieces, but
Yeah.
that's about it.
yeah.
I think they're at the end. The phone companies themselves got out of the business, and it was
Oh,
like
Ma
some,
Bell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Now hold on. Remember using a phone and it says it stop your call. Please deposit another $1.25.
Oh,
Would
God.
you like to continue? And I just keep talking as they're saying it. I didn't put no more money. Or you get done and it says you still owe $1. No, I don't. Click.
Man, so technology and how it's evolved. You know,
I,
that brings
I
me.
always wanted one of
What's
them.
the best
sorry.
phone booth story you ever heard?
Naked or clothed?
The one I go with was the Bambalance.
Bambalance.
Bam. What's your name? Joe.
Yeah, I got my deer bit me.
Dog's biting me underneath the phone booth here, and I don't know who gets the deer, the dog or me.
Yep.
Try to tell him to go to Sycamore Street. Need a Bambalance
I'll
at
just
Sycamore
drop him
Street.
off over an elm. Sycamore. Spell that.
Damn dog biting my ankles.
Hey,
that's
Dave, all this technology talk, you know what it makes me think of?
Yeah.
Gina wants to know when you're going to come and get it out. Get your, what is it? The appointment
cleanse.
where, huh?
Cleansing.
Yes.
A turd cleansing.
I'll get it out.
A rear cleansing.
Yes.
See, technology's come
When
so
you're gonna get
far.
your
You
oil
can actually
changed,
get your.
Dave.
There's a name for it.
Oil
colonic.
change.
Get 'em all
Your
changed.
colonic lady wants to know when you're gonna
Yeah.
make
gonna
your
change your oil.
appointment. So I'm
I
gonna
wanna
change
see
your
your-
photo. I'm gonna change the caption to your guys'
You
photo
need to be there
let's
with him
schedule
and
Dave's
video it.
colonic appointment.
Well, I
Need
think
the pictures
everybody
and
ought to go
video
out
it
there
for
and
him.
get their. By the way, I did learn
Yeah.
this.
We
They
gotta
don't
get
do the
scheduled.
finger no more for the prostate exams because they say they don't really work as well
I
as
know.
they
Should we
should.
ask Gina if there's a finger
They
involved?
don't
Or
do that.
That was really only one guy, and he was a sexual
Malia,
predator.
I want you there, Malia. 'cause I want a
Oh,
picture
I'll
of
be
his
there. You
face
just gotta get
when
it
it's
scheduled.
inserted. I
Well,
want a
the last
picture.
time I went and had a prostate exam, he had both hands on my shoulders and
Didn't
he's
buy you
still
dinner?
doing the exam. And I'm like, wait a minute.
No, we need to be there with cameras and
I know.
microphones.
Yeah.
And we do, so we gotta get it scheduled. I'll post it.
I want
and
to see
you just
the
look at your
surprise look
calendar.
on his face, Bill.
Episode 104 is going to be a good one, folks.
Well, this weekend would have been perfect because Steve's in town. When are you going to be
Let's
back?
go. Get him there.
Yeah, let's go. Tell her
We
to
got
get
an
the
emergency
bed ready.
colonic caller.
Want me to tell her get the bed ready?
Hope we can do it on a Sunday.
I don't know, man. You might want to.
You can have Monday off. Is that
That's
what
right.
it is?
Yeah.
You
Sorry,
do have Monday
sorry,
off?
Brett. I can't come
Oh,
in. I
by-
had a tube in my butt.
By the way, we're going to do a little callback, which even fit this. The movie's called Cool Hand Luke, where he ate
He's
all the
been looking up that movie the whole damn time.
No, not right afterwards, but I just waited to say it because that way it'll smell better. So I get some eggs. We'll
It'll
go eat
smell
some eggs.
better.
We go then and get the colonic.
No, when you know you're going for the colonic, you need to eat like 3 bowls of chili.
But see, beans don't affect me that.
No, it don't matter. It's coming out of you.
Oh well, that's true.
Get you some chili, some eggs,
Yeah.
some pickled eggs, some good old
Nasty. You
Some
guys-
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
blue ribbon. Yeah, boy, that'd be an aroma.
She's gonna charge me double for this appointment. You got your gift card still.
She's
right?
gonna rue the day she ever met you.
Like, this was my birthday gift to
Don't
myself.
you ever bring these fat bastards in here again?
What happens when you piss around with fat truckers?
Yeah, you gotta,
She's gonna go. When'd you eat a squirrel?
yeah. That ain't no squirrel, baby. I got more for you.
Oh my god.
Well, we lost Malia. She
I'm trying not to die laughing in the mic. Like everybody's gonna be like, that's so loud.
Oh Lord! All right, what
Oh,
else we
my.
got? Technology, though. Let me tell you what. I don't.
Back to that.
I'm well. Okay, so I don't look back with any on the old days with any kind of romanticism because I don't miss the days of the family not knowing where I'm at when I'm coming home, and I didn't always have enough money for a phone card because they weren't cheap
no.
relative to what we made in those days.
But everybody gets a kick out of like, oh, I miss the old days. It was so
Yeah,
much
horse
better.
shit.
Some
I-
stuff, but
I
mean,
said, yeah, when you were broke down along the highway and you had to walk to somebody's house to make a phone call
Yeah.
or
Well,
get
I
on
can
the
remember
CB.
working with guys that their wives were pregnant and they were on the road, and
Yeah.
Ugh.
they'd have to try and check once, a couple times a day if they need to come home or not. What instantaneous like when you had a cell phone now where they can say, "Hey, turn around and start heading home." She's, she went to the hospital.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I remember quite a few guys having.
I never had a
wives
boss that
having
good. He'd
babies.
say, here, I'm get it delivered. You got to go home when you're done.
Well, that was exactly what happened to me. I was out in North Carolina doing a Walmart load, And when the first wife was pregnant with Dylan, and we didn't even have satellites in those days. We had the check-in call, and that's when you had like a voicemail box where you would listen to your own voicemail box, and that's how they would get information to you. It was a freaking nightmare. And I find out a day later that the wife's in the hospital. We need to talk about getting the load repowered and all that crap. And then, so yeah, it could take a day and a half for something like that to you get the ball rolling to where they could start getting you back home in those days. Whereas nowadays, I would have known in real time,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She would have been grabbing your cheeks through the phone, going, "You did this to me."
God.
Your boss would be calling you and be like, "I see you. Text your wife."
Bill's days of having babies are over.
No, Bill's wife, or Bill's boss calls and says, "Hey, Bill, would you put tape over the lens while you're using the
You're
bucket?"
mooning
You know what? That's what you get. That's what you get.
Sounds like
honestly.
Bill needs to go see Gina for an appointment too.
You know what? I've been sitting here cleaning my colon the whole time we've been talking. I've had to mute the microphone several times.
Did you read that?
And what are you two doing down there? I can see
Nothing.
you.
I'm waiting
I
to
can
the end.
see
I got a closer here.
Oh, I'm
Okay,
sure
let's
you
hear the
do.
closer.
No, we're not closing yet, are we?
I got
Well,
it.
we're getting there.
I'm sitting here looking at the bees on CDL.
No, he's
Live.
looking up Cool Hand Luke and trying to find.
I
all
don't
that
believe
stuff.
you two. Share your screen. I don't believe you.
The only
Don't
problem
set it
is we both got separate laptops and we're not using that for. I can't share what we're looking at. Unless
I bet you can't share.
well, I'll share it. I don't care.
I'm teasing.
I ain't sharing nothing.
Just a little belly juice. My God, you can't get a good reach around.
So, question for you, Dave. I keep seeing on Facebook and everything. Stay content or keep watching something big coming and everything. Are you able to say anything yet or not?
Well, yes and no.
So probably no. Okay.
Yeah, we're not quite there yet, but
Well, I keep seeing all the things. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
I wonder what he's talking about.
yeah, I'm throwing it out there. Hope everybody are enjoying.
Trying to hook them. You know?
Hope everybody's enjoying a little bit of the TikToks we're doing and we're just trying to mix it up and get people to stop by and check us out because I think one of them says stop by and check it out. But we're starting to get a lot of comments. Our TikTok is blowing up pretty good.
Is it?
Well,
We're doing real well on that. And we've
Anything negative yet? Bill loves the negative stuff.
not much. No,
fuck you.
I better ramp it up then. I better ramp it up on my female comment.
Well, it was when we
I'm
did
just kidding.
the show when we did the live date. Well, we got the number to text in. I was trying to be the first one. I said, "You guys suck."
Eh.
and we do. You can still text the show anytime. What's the number?
Well-
If somebody wants to text
I'll
the show
Is it that number?
right there.
Hey, it's 260-300-0342.
Leave a message.
That
throw
is
us-
260-300-0342.
so.
Now, consider the personality type that is going to use
Okay.
old-fashioned type means to get a hold of a podcast instead of commenting on the Facebook or whatever. Guys,
They're driving down the road, and it's like, you know what? I'm going to text them guys and let them know something.
While they're driving.
no, I got no panties on.
And yeah, what's the problem?
Yeah.
So
We like it that way. What do you?
I
what's-
wonder whatever happened to that guy, Bill.
I think they got him.
You don't know who
Panties
we're
and all.
talking
all I know is I heard 4 guys got busted for stealing trailers in Arizona this week, and they were stealing what's the drinks? The energy drinks. They were stealing trailer loads of energy drinks. Like
What, Celsius?
Red Bull, no, Red Bull and
Really?
the lightning and all that. I think these guys have been involved in several. And it was 4 guys in a gold Kenworth. So
Why did it have
Seems
to
like
be
that'd be
Kenworth?
easy to track down.
that's kind of what I was thinking. That's kind of
about. All I know is, even though me and Dave's in the same room, I asked him to put pants on.
Oh my Lord.
He comes in
He
the
is
house.
sitting here. If he gets up, his ass cheeks are going to smack.
He comes
together.
in the house and goes, "Are you?" I go,
That's why I told you good luck
Sound
with
like
that
you're
when
ready
you
for
said
your
you was going
appointment
over to
already.
Dave's house.
It is free balling Friday.
he's ready for his appointment. Let's get you over to Gina.
It don't smell like it. I think he's okay right now.
all my jeans are in the dryer. I had to wash everything. They weren't ready.
I
yet,
had to
so.
throw mine in the dryer.
To
a
get 'em
shirt
dry
in the
again?
dryer. I had to buy a new pair of boots
Okay.
and socks at Walmart. My other boots, at least my son-in-law has one of them boot dryers. Put my boots on it.
Oh,
last
nice.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the
oh, yeah.
upside down. Yeah,
night. The insides are dry.
yeah, outside still a little
It's still a little damp. Yeah.
and they're gonna look like road salt, like a hat when you sweat it
Oh
out.
man, it
So
was
are those boots made for walking? Is that
Not made
Well,
for riding.
is that just
They-
what they'll do?
I should have thought ahead, and the pair I just bought, I bought the spray to seal them. I should have sprayed the other pair because I got drenched on the way up. Stopped at a Jersey Mike's, went in, got a sandwich. I'm sitting there on the taller chair, my feet on the bar, and I keep hearing something go drip, drip.
You don't have lowers.
My
on
boots
there?
was running. The water was leaking out of the boots on the floor. They had to come out and mop the floor. There was a puddle on the floor. The water
Yikes.
came out of the boots.
It wasn't from his boots. He had to pee.
That-
Oh, yeah. Don't wanna
I'm
take-
already wet.
Don't
They'll
want to
never
take the
know
rain
this.
pants off. Hell no.
It's not
That
where
does
you're
not
supposed
sound
to leave
pleasant.
your load. That's not where you're supposed to leave.
$100,000 pickup truck.
I
and
had
you-
to stop at the Loves down there here in Kentucky at the 136 and buy a buffalo yellow raincoat that says Cincinnati Bengals on it. 'Cause that's where we're at. For $40, okay, and it's maybe a $20.
You could have went to Skyline Chili and got you a chili coat.
But it was worth it when I needed it. So
Hey,
I can't
It worked.
believe you
It
left
worked.
without rain gear.
no, dummy me. I was going to order some, but I just don't trust what size to get.
Order frog.
I bought Frog at
Frog.
Walmart.
Of course, Frogger
It was a
Dave would
2X.
bring a note to
I had to
order
take a
Frog.
razor blade and cut underneath the arm down and took Gorilla Tape and made two panels
For
to make,
2X?
to make it big enough to.
Well, see, a rain gear, you don't give a shit if it's 5 times as big. Order
Oh, I
it
know.
7.
See, and you wonder why I eat your cheesecake. I'm just helping you out.
I'm on vacation this weekend, girl. Though.
And-
I
Bill, what are you doing this week?
have pretty
He looks frozen sitting there. He's like, what are you doing?
He's waiting on his turn. He's being polite. What are you doing this week? You got any big week? Oh, wait a minute. You already told me.
yeah,
Yeah.
Muscle Shoals, Alabama. Yeah.
You're going to Alabama.
get me some shrimp while you down there. Some shrimp
Hey,
gumbo.
shrimp stew, shrimp and potatoes, shrimp sandwiches.
Shrimp
I know everything there is to know
kebab,
about shrimp business
You're right.
before I got drafted. Well, all right. That's our show, kids.
Okay. Hey, I just want to let you know, Bill, that I was blessed with a 9-inch penis, but that priest is in jail now.
Hey,
So when you're born
There's-
and they trim that little thing.
there's always another.
You guys, well, one last question on my post. Do you boys believe in Jesus Christ?
Well, of course we do.
All right.
I mean,
How about you, Steve?
Sure.
How about you, Bill?
So where's this question coming from?
From my post.
Your post.
Yeah,
What's
I posted
that?
a picture.
On
of good morning.
Facebook.
I posted good morning. I'm going to be chatting with the boys. Does anyone have any questions I can ask them?
So who asked this question?
Carbon Right.
Carbon Right. Okay.
Yep, out of Mississippi. Gina already hit you guys up with the Dave's appointment.
see, that's why she brought it up. Somebody reminded her.
Well, she asked me.
Yeah, they don't interact with us, Bill, but they will her. That's why we put a girl on the show. 'Cause they ain't gonna
I'm
talk-
waiting on your answer, Bill. Did I just get you?
Well, because
you
I'm
believe in
going to be
Jesus
honest. I don't care much for these questions, but because it's always a loaded question because no matter how Jesus you are, it's not Jesus enough for him. So I don't know. Yeah, do I believe he
I don't believe
existed?
that's true.
I choose to believe that he existed, and I should leave it at that. But I'm not gonna.
Because he's going to give his truth. Here he goes.
Well, it's the religion part that we've turned it into be is what.
Yeah, it's the interpretation that people have weaponized against each other.
Yeah, there are
That
people who do that, but they do that with everything. You know, it's kind of like the mask. See how I brought
That
that?
whole
And brought her right back around.
You know what I mean? And so it's just
I
it's
got
a
a
personal thing.
question for you.
Yeah.
What's that?
Tell me any war that wasn't started because of religion.
Thank you. Or women.
You ain't gonna come up with one.
You're not, and they were all
Everything's
sanctioned
all-
by the church.
Yes. Yes.
I thought
From the
when we
very
went
beginning.
to Iraq, it was over oil, not religion.
Still religion.
No, there's religion in everything.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can hand a homeless person $5 and think they're going to go eat and they're going to go buy liquor. It's not it doesn't mean you stop believing in giving.
I know. I got
still
pissed
give.
off 2 weeks ago. I went
People are
to
gonna be-
Aldi's and I put my quarter in, went in and shopped. And then when I come out, I put it beside the other carts, being nice. And some guy pulls up, puts his card in, takes his quarter, grabs mine, puts it in, takes a quarter, pockets them both. And I'm like, you rotten bastard.
That's why I use my house key.
Yeah, but I was leaving it out
You ain't gotta
just
put a quarter.
so somebody that didn't have a quarter, I was paying it forward. And he took, and then
You
Mike,
call him out on it.
I bit my lip and I'm like, maybe he does.
You could've
need a
just-
quarter.
I can't believe Dave didn't call him out on that.
I know it. It was
I'm
so
not
hard.
having-
I'm telling you, it was.
He was trying to walk like
Mike's going.
Jesus.
"Do you really
What is
wanna
this?
do
He's
that?"
like, I'll let it go.
He must have been completely off guard.
I was pissed, and I'm like,
Whoa, did you flip a table?
He was almost going to drive over the curb. with
Yeah,
his
I'm like,
truck through the grass into
I'm
the
going to
parking
run
lot.
you up against the wall. I'm just backing out of my parking spot, and I see him do that, and I'm like, you mother! Some lady come up here with 3 kids, don't have a quarter, and you, it just. But it could have been him. Maybe he did need it. You don't know. So
All right,
He's
kids.
got that frozen look down. There's so many times I look at you and I think you're frozen. Sitting
Who?
there. Bill.
he's just being
because he's
still.
really pale.
If I
It's
I
the
move
shirt.
too much, I sweat. So I actively sit still.
You got a fan underneath the desk blowing up.
This chair is completely mesh, bottom and top. That way, I got all the
so
air.
He breezes.
Yeah,
So you can fart and it gets right out of there.
it goes straight down.
You ain't got a dog, do you?
No,
that's
that's just
you
another
did.
mouth to feed.
Well, if you get enough of them, you can eat them. I mean,
Hey.
Well, yeah, kick the dog for you. All
All
right,
right.
Bill, wrap it up.
Yeah, we'll be back in a week. We're gonna. So look here. Here's
look here.
Tell
Here's
everybody.
the mandate. We are going to start live streaming every episode. That is the plan. Eventually, I got to build another computer because we're going to start. I can't believe I'm committing myself to this right here on Main Street, but we're going to start live streaming Facebook and TikTok simultaneously.
and YouTube.
Well, I don't.
You're working on it.
I'm not sure about YouTube. I need to teach these guys how to do that too, because that would require 3 computers at the same time. And
That would be a 3-way.
yeah, ooh,
Well, it's 3
Leave it
fat
to the
truckers. I think
girl.
we can
2
do
in the
it.
pink, 1 in the stink. So
That's like eating the Neapolitan ice cream.
I'm gonna teach Malia how to live stream, and then among other things, we're gonna be back next week.
Teach me how to live stream. This could be interesting.
There's going to be blood, Steve. She does technology. In her. There's going to
Get
be
plenty
blood.
of maxi
Oh my
pads.
God.
We'll be all
there's
set.
gonna-
No, but we will at least by next week be streaming. We're gonna start streaming live every Saturday at 7 p.m. That is our commitment to you, our audience.
And you can try and live chat with us through the text message at 260-300-0342. Did we get any text messages today,
I
Bill?
don't know. I haven't looked yet.
Or Dave? I think you should look.
Okay. It'll just be a bad mouth
I
from
bet.
you. I have a feeling.
I bet it's from Steve.
I think it says you guys still suck.
It's either we suck or we're gonna get that passive aggressive. We'll be praying for you.
Knock it off. You're so funny. I am now, damn it. I'm going to drop to my
Let's do it.
knees in my hot shower
Whoa,
in
whoa, whoa,
hours,
whoa.
and I'm going to be praying for you, Bill. Breakfast Bill. I'll be playing Somebody Prayed in the background.
No, Bill, it won't be that noise. It'll be bzzz.
You scream my name while you're doing that all you want.
I wish I had a kazoo.
All right, kids. Yeah,
Bless your heart.
oh, bless your heart. I just want to smack the dog piss out of somebody when they say that.
Well,
That's it. You
No,
know the
hold
tissues
on.
I'm going to order for
the
blessing
other-
of the trucks? I'm going to get tissues that say God bless on
Don't
them.
forget the other one, Bill. Isn't that special?
Oh, isn't that special? Oh, who remembers that one?
I don't really think they're saying you're special, though.
Oh yeah, they are.
Special in a special ed kind of way.
Somebody's got to drive the short bus.
They do.
I'm so glad Carmen.
Ooh, they let them drive them now?
Yeah, because I drive.
Oh.
Welcome aboard.
Okay, guys, who wants to go here?
You just got to get the helmet that don't have the bar in the front, so you can still reach
They
the
let me
window
try.
to lick it.
Oh, my.
Long as you don't say faggot, you're safe.
Yeah,
So he says it.
you can't say faggot, retard.
Right.
Any of
Those
those.
are all
Handy
bad
capable.
words.
All right.
Not acceptable.
Now we're going to get text.
8 mail.
Now we're going to get people praying for us.
Okay.
You.
Moving on.
Dead puppies.
Nobody cares
Let's go
about
down the
that.
list of all that bad stuff, and we'll get people calling.
Stay away from picking on kittens, and you'll be okay.
All right, kids. We'll be back next week at 7 p.m. Be there and be square. Until then, I'm Bill.
And this is your buddy Dave on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, X, everywhere.
Smash that like button.
That's right.
And I'm Malia.
And I'm Steve. Thanks for stopping by. Have a wonderful week.
Bye
See
now.
you, folks.
Thank you.
Mhm.